And they're off and racing and away to a first-timer as well. So early on, as they fan out on the short run to the first, Beast of Burden, Baron Alco, one for Harry and Ubak are amongst the front wave. The grey Politologue is also in a handy position as they all step over the first without any obvious mishap. Days of Thunder away to the outside. Kiwi is relatively handy as well. Bauerlay de la Roque in the big sheepskin noseband, and Hunter's Hoof as well as they continue at only a steady pace towards the second. Baron Alco will be the first horse to arrive at it from stable companion Ubak as they take flight number 2. And again, they're all over safely. Arbor de Vie is currently the back marker with Waxy's Dargle, Sergeant Reckless and Call the Cops. But several are fighting for their heads, and it's only a steady gallop being dictated here by Jamie Moore on Baron Alco. With his head bowed, he leads by a neck or so. The Moore pair controlling the race, with Ubak sitting passively outside the leader. Beast of Burden and Hunter's Hoof in company with Blazer, who's best placed of the McManus trio early on. Politologue is caught a little wide with Thay and Val as they continue their progress. Kiwi is also in that chasing group with Rock the Casbah. Days of Thunder midfield with Diamond King, Longhouse Hall and Brother Ted. Volney de Tay on the inside of Commissioned and Three Kingdoms as they make the turn. Held up early on, the Romford Pele ahead of Mr. Fizz, Avon 2. One for Harry. Also well back is Blood Catil in company with Sergeant Reckless, Call the Cops, Waxy's Dargle, and last to rise at flight number 3 was Arbor de Vie. So it's Baron Alco who leads them up the home straight for the first time, leading by a length from Ubak in second and the pale colours of Beast of Burden in third. The green jacket in fourth place belongs to Hunter's Hoof, just ahead of Blazer. Then Rock the Casbah, Thayan Val, Kiwi and Politologue in a line ahead of Bauerlay de la Roque. Racing in midfield towards the outside, quite keen as well, is Days of Heaven as they continue their progress on towards the next. Diamond King in midfield with Brother Ted. Then Commissioned in company with Three Kingdoms, Volney de Tay, Waxy's Dargle, Sergeant Reckless and the Romford Pele. One for Harry comes about 4 from the back early on with Avon 2. Also towards the rear, Arbor de Vie and Blood Catil, the Ritchie pair, as the leader steps over the next flight of hurdles, at which again they're all over it safely. So Baron Alco it is who leads. Baron Alco by a length or so from racing in second place. We have Ubak. Third for Hunter's Hoof on the outside of Beast of Burden, then Blazer racing in fifth just ahead of Kiwi. Up the inside, Rock the Casbah of Thay and Val with Politologue and Bauerlay de la Roque, the next pair. At the back of the field, one for Harry's just begun to struggle slightly, is off the back end by about 4 or 5 lengths, but the remainder of the field are pretty tightly grouped as Baron Alco leads them towards the first flight of hurdles going down the back. So out in front, it is Baron Alco who shows the way from Ubak in second. Beast of Burden, Hunter's Hoof comes next from Rock the Casbah. Bauerlay de la Roque with Kiwi and Politologue towards the outside in company as well with Days of Heaven as they all step over that. Arbor de Vie was the back marker of the main body of the field, but completely losing touch now is one for Harry at the tail. So Baron Alco heading on towards the next flight of hurdles on this part of the racecourse, leads from Ubak, Beast of Burden and Hunter's Hoof. Blazer comes next with Kiwi and Politologue. Longhouse Hall tracks them with Thay and Val, Bauerlay de la Roque, Rock the Casbah and Diamond King improving into midfield as they rise over that. Towards the outside there was a slow leap by Three Kingdoms who is shaken along. Still no move yet from the likes of Blood Catil, Avon 2 and Arbor de Vie, who along with Sergeant Reckless and Waxy's Dargle and Call the Cops have always been towards the tail of the field. So now they climb uphill towards this flight 4 from the finish. Baron Alco it is who leads over that and has led every single step of the way so far. Ubak racing in second place at the rear of the field. One for Harry has called it a day. Hunter's Hoof moves through into third with Blazer. Kiwi round the outside with Politologue. Thay and Val still travels okay. Making good progress is Diamond King. Rock the Casbah's lost a lot of ground. It's being pushed along. Another one that's lost a lot of ground is Beast of Burden, who's being pulled up to, I think, towards the back of the field, having lost touch relatively quickly. And Blood Catil is another one who's quite well back now. It's Baron Alco who leads them running downhill towards the third last. From in second, Ubak. Hunter's Hoof still on the heels of the leaders. Then over in fourth place, Blazer ahead of Kiwi. Longhouse Hall is making a move into the race. Then Politologue. Diamond King is also travelling comfortably. The grey Brother Ted is beginning to get involved. Bauerlay de la Roque is pushed along. It's towards the second last. Baron Alco still has the lead from Ubak. Then Hunter's Hoof, Blazer over next. Kiwi comes next. Diamond King travelling very strongly back in the pack. Will just need to pick his way through traffic. Waxy's Dargle down the outside. Then Thay and Val. Brother Ted, Bauerlay de la Roque and Arbor de Vie fanning out towards the last. Baron Alco from Ubak. Blazer's white cap. Kiwi Longhouse Hall now. Diamond King's got running on the inside. Waxy's Dargles make ground as they come down towards the last.
Blazer, Ubak, Diamond King jumps alongside, and Longhouse Hall, and it's Diamond King who forges to the front in the Coral Cup from Ubak, Longhouse Hall and Blazer, and Diamond King travelled strongly into the race and will win it decisively. He won the Coral Cup from Longhouse Hall, Ubak, Blazer, Bowelator, Waxy's Dargle, the Romford Palais, Brother Ted, and late ground from Avon 2.